Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Arizona State off a rebuilding year. trying to get back to dominance with Kenny Dillingham. He is shown to be one of the most offensively talented minds in the sport, and he has the Sun Devils rising in Tempe. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Sun Devils ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throwing Russell. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Again, it's Russell. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Russell fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. To throw, it's Bowling. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Pulled down for the tackle. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And some room to work. Smashes through the tackle. Maybe some room here. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Bowling. That's caught. It's Harris.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside, some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing Russell. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Finds the tight end. Alabama will get the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Gives it on the option. Oh, here's a little room there. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
He smashes his way through again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And as long as Kenny Dillingham is calling plays for Arizona State, I think the quarterback's going to be fine. New guy, new face.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Sun Devils! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tide ready to roll on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Sends it back in motion. Keelan Russell. Got his man downfield. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be a draw. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. They're working that left side. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incomplete.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Russell. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Russell unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's got great speed, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass, using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Hand off for Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going over the top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Hauls it in. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some...
Sent it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Touchdown, Arizona State! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
There's some room. Just plowing ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell. And they can't make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go. Easy.
To the air, it's Russell. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
The Sun Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. This time he's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown ASU! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Sun Devils take the lead right back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
They go play action with Russell. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Ford. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute. There's a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Keelan Russell fires one high and deep. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, they're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. To the air, it's Russell. The throw to the outside is complete. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Throwing Russell. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Runs through a tackle. Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We will get a stoppage.